Good morning, y'all. Welcome, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Yes, I'm here a little early today. I'm in the office. Okay, I'm gonna wait for a few of y'all to get in here before we start. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment so I know y'all are here and ready for me to start. Hey, y'all, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Okay, hi. Good morning. So we're going to be talking about looks matter. Looks matter. Everybody knows that, though. That's common sense, right? Everybody knows that looks matter. They do. Even if you type that in on your search engine, it will say, I'm going to read what it says when you type in looks matter online, okay? In your search engine. This is what it's going to tell you. Yes, looks do matter as they influence first impressions, social interactions, and even career prospects due to the halo effect. While personality is crucial for long term success in relationships, physical attractiveness provides an initial advantage in dating, employment, and trust. Research shows increased desirability and opportunities for attractive people, though societal emphasis on looks can also contribute to negative self image and biased judgments. Okay. It also says, like, your first impression. Definitely attractive people who are perceived more favorably when they look good, leading to positive initial judgments and increased confidence. Attractive individuals may seem as more trustworthy, intelligent, and kind, leading to better social and professional outcomes. Dating and relationships, while not the only factor, physical appearance is a significant element of initial attraction, though personality becomes more important for long term connections. Okay, and then work and opportunities. Studies suggest a link between attractiveness and career success, with good looks providing an advantage in hiring and in promotions. Self perception. An individual's own appearance can affect their personality, confidence, creating a feedback loop where positive perception lead to positive experience. Okay, so if your confidence level is higher because you put in effort every day to look good and be attractive, everything around you is going to reflect that. And that's the experience that you're going to have. That's the experience that you're creating. That's the life that you're going to be living. So that's why I tell y'all it's very important to look good so you can feel good, and everything else just falls in place. Okay. Everything else falls in place. That's just it. Okay. Everything else literally falls in place for you. Okay. So make it a very important thing to look good daily, or at least look presentable and attractive daily. Okay. Don't look bad. Never look bad. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. We all have the potential to look beautiful. You just have to put in the work and in the effort. Okay. That's it. Just if you want to look better, just keep going every day. That's it. Keep trying every day until you get it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank y'all. I appreciate the compliments. And that's so true. What I was reading earlier from online. You definitely get more opportunities. You get more favor. You get approached more. Your confidence level is higher. People deal with you different. You told your boyfriend long distance if he can send you $90 and he sent me 25. How do you act, girl? I'm not claiming that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not claiming no. First of all, I'm not claiming a long distance man. Period. That's not a real relationship. Second of all, if you ask for $90 and he can't even send you, he should have sent more than $90. He sent you less. Y'all aren't serious. This is not a serious relationship. Put him on the roster and look, $25. What can you buy with that? A coffee and a pastry? Sprinkle, sprinkle. No, ma'am. Snack. Put him under snack money. In your contacts on your phone, his new name is Snacks because that's all he can afford to buy you is some snacks. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not even claiming that person. That's just somebody you deal with long distance. That's not even your man. Okay. How can you claim a man that can't even send you? What if you needed that $90? What if you were in an absolute need for it? You can't claim him if he can't help you, darling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men get mad when you ask for money. Why? Because you don't look good enough. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't look good enough when you ask him. Do better. And that's just the truth. If you look really good and you ask for something, and that's the only way that they can impress you, they're gonna send it to you. I promise you. If you look good and they think you look good and they like how you look and they like you, if you ask for some money, they will not get mad. Why? Because they can't even believe they're talking to you in the first place. They don't know how to impress you because you could do so much better. So they're going to send it. That's why I'm telling y'all, looks matter. You got to look good when you ask these dudes for money. All right? You got to look good when you ask these dudes for money. So make sure you're looking your best. And they like you times 10. Make sure you look way better than them too. They'll give it to you. I have no doubt that if I went out looking cute and asked some old man for some money, that he would just give it to me. I have no doubt. I have zero doubt that he would say no. He would give me something. He would reach in his wallet and pull out something. Why? Because I look good. So when you're asking these men for money, make sure you look better than them, way better than them, okay? And make sure that they know that that's one of the only ways to impress you. You said, not me, honey. You're not an old man, are you? How old are you? Are you a grandfather yet? You have grandkids? Then I'm not talking to you. I'm getting grandpa's money, not starter money. You got starter money. I like senior old money, stacked money, investment money, 401k money, girl, sir. Yeah. See, old men, they don't need to roll around on the mattress. They might not get back up. So they'll just give you money just for talking to them. You booked a holiday with your daughter. I initially asked my provider if he wants to join, but now we made it a girls' trip. He is being so weird now. Okay. Tell him y'all are both tell him it's that time of the month for both of y'all. And it ain't gonna be no fun to be around. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Good luck. Do you always feel your purpose would be to inspire women and teach them their worth? I appreciate everything you do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. No, I was a mortician at first, darling. When I was young, I was a mortician. And I did not think that was going to be my purpose, but I made it my purpose later on. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Ladies, listen to Shira's advice. It works. I started watching her at 19 and studied literally with notes and notebook. I'd watch her in college class, LOL. Now married and spoiled and don't work, just living. Thank you, Lola. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, I'm glad, girl. Since 19, wow. Congratulations as well. I'm glad I was here for you. Thank you, girl. Okay. You said women online have all the solutions. Women, period, have all the solutions. Y'all just don't listen to them. That's why the world is in the state that it's in. Okay. Anyway. If you listen to them and just go do right, everything will be fine. You ever heard the phrase happy wife, happy life? It's the truth. Okay. Y'all, if y'all aren't somebody's grandpa, I'm not after your wallet. Okay. And if y'all don't got no grandkids, you should never feel threatened by me. All right. If your kids ain't grown and paying taxes, you definitely don't have to worry about me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't have to worry about women like me. You don't have to worry about me, period. I'm not after your little call center checks. Okay. So if you're a young man, you don't have no grown kids that's paying taxes or no grandkids, your wallet is safe. How to deal with a provider with a victim mindset. Deal with another one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not dealing with them. I'm just collecting their money and ignoring everything they're talking about. Okay. I don't need the stress in my life, darling. I'm not dealing with them. I'm just changing the subject and going shopping. I'm not talking to somebody that's not a pleasant experience to talk to. Okay. We create the world we live in and we decide the interactions that we want to have. If you don't want to have an interaction with a victim mindset, then busy yourself. 30s went to Rich Bar Hotel in the best office glam with notebook. I'm so shy, paranoid, the stuff I tell I'm not rich. Ha ha ha. I stick to the same bar or don't go to hotels, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go to the rich side of town and do things that rich people are doing. They're not sitting in a hotel, are they? Well, if you were rich and you woke up in the morning and you had a bunch of money, what would you go do? Would you go sit in a hotel? If you were rich and you had a bunch of money in the evening, what would you do? Would you go sit in a hotel? No, you wouldn't. So why are you there? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get out of the hotels, man. Go somewhere else. Even if it's just, if you don't have access to daytime hours to go out and about, at least go to happy hours on the nice side of town. Some hotels are pretty. Well, then go to a hotel where no rich people are going. Okay, hotels are for travelers and other types of women. No offense. If you work in the bar in the hotels, good for you. But that's not where you go. I'm just trying to help y'all. Okay. I don't know why they don't understand this. Like, this is common sense. Why are you going to the hotel, baby? Is it okay to just be single and not want to marry? I don't know. Is it okay? In your mind, is it okay? That's up to you. You do what you want. It's your life. You choose. I'm not the authority on what you should do. Hmm. Do what you want. Make sure it's beneficial, whatever that is. So it's true when you dress up for work, male customers treat you different. Yes. I got an appointment today and I got to get a discount. So that's why I'm looking like this. Okay. I need a major discount. So I put on my Barbie outfit and my Barbie shoes. And I have my pink purse. And I'm ready to get this discount, man. I know exactly what I'm doing. Look, see my cute shoes? I'm about to get this discount for sure. I'm about to blink my eyes and look dumb and ask dumb questions. How's this for innocence? Is it gonna work? I'm gonna get me a major discount. I gotta bring out my southern accent and smile. And I gotta get this major discount. About what if I'm trying to get something done, y'all? I got to get this money saved or get it free. I don't know. I gotta do it though. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll let y'all know how it goes. You said begging for money. I'm not begging. I'm just trying to get natural discount. I'm not even going to insinuate it. I'm just going to be like, oh, that's a lot. And make them come down on that price. I'll let you know. So you got to deal with the owner in order to get the maximum discount, because they are the ones that say yay or nay. So you deal with the owner of something and not the manager, you can get major discount. Okay. Thank you, Hannah, or something free. Thank you, Hannah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you got to go straight to the owner. Skip the manager. Skip the middleman. Get to the owner. You struggle with women disrespecting you for being a homemaker. Any advice? You're just a homemaker, ma'am. You're not enjoying anything with your life. You struggle with women telling you that? Say, well, I'm at home. Call me when y'all get off work. Y'all have to ask y'all's boss to go to the bathroom? Oh, too bad. Sorry for you. As a homemaker, you can literally start your own business at home if you choose to. You don't have to just be a homemaker. If you just want to be a homemaker, enjoy your homemaking years. Okay. Just make sure you got a good savings account and stack your money whenever you get some. That's all you got to do. I was literally I'm not even going to say a homemaker. I'm just going to say a stay-at-home wife. But it is true. Women do make a house a home. That's the truth. So I can say I was a housewife and a homemaker because I made our house a home for 10 years straight before I even got on YouTube. Okay. I enjoyed living at home, taking care of my children, not having to put them in daycare, driving them to school every morning. I enjoyed staying home and not having to be anywhere at a certain time except to pick the kids up. I actually enjoyed that. I enjoyed making my home beautiful, decorating it with, different decor and having fun. Sprinkle, sprinkle. hmm I think a lot of women are envious of homemakers. They probably wish they could be a homemaker, but their husbands probably want them to go 50-50. Or if they don't, they might not even have somebody. So just feel well rested and feel like, good about your choice. There's nothing they can do about it. Thank you, Samira. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And when your kids get to a certain age, you have a lot of free time to do what you want, then maybe you'll do something else like I did. Write a book and get online. Start a couple of online businesses where you don't even have to leave your house if you don't want to. If you don't want to. See, my kids are almost grown, so do what you want. And also, you have time to look good. You have time to sit there and do more self-care than the average woman because you're at home. Right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do I mind sharing the work that I've gotten done? Lips. The rest is just makeup and self-care. All right. I have had no surgeries, if that's what y'all are asking. You're new. What do the rich hang out on the rich side of town doing rich activities? Exclusive clubs, tennis clubs, racquetball clubs. I don't know where y'all are. Polo clubs. I don't know. Like, what do they have over there? What are the rich activities over there? That's where they're at. Country clubs. Do they have country clubs over there? Gyms on the rich side of town that cost a lot of money. Okay. Restaurants over there. Golf courses. Pickleball. Yeah. I get lip filler, baby. Yeah. Lip filler. You know, sometimes it wears off. You got to go back and get more. That's it. You're listening to me from your bougie gym. I know that's right. Lil Par, thank you, girl, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Sprinkle. Okay. I have skincare routine that I do every night and every morning. I do my skincare routine. Okay. I take care of my skin really well. I drink lots of water. And I am plant-based in diet. I don't eat meat. Okay. I don't eat meat. I'm not stressed. I don't work. I don't drink alcohol that much, like very rarely, maybe once a month. I use Korean skincare. Okay. If you want to know the beauty products that I use I'm currently using, the first link in my description bar is like the beauty products that I recommend. And all the stuff that I have bought and have, including my makeup, are on there. So literally the first link under the description. Sprinkle. Just look through my stuff, baby. Just look in the first link. All your answers are there. Or most of them anyway. Thank you. How do you attract a wealthy man who wants to take you seriously and marry you instead of just wanting to have fun with you? Be of the certain age that you will take marriage seriously. Like be over 25 for sure. And look like somebody's wife instead of somebody's fun. And also spend their money because men follow their investments. The more money they spend on you, the closer you get. Okay, so don't be afraid to get them to spend that money because men will follow their investment. They don't want to spend thousands and thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of dollars on someone who they don't plan to wife unless they like just got it like that. They're going to follow their investments. Do I ever eat greasy foods? Every now and then I might eat something fried, but typically I don't eat fried food unless I might eat fried food once a week. And it's like something small, like fries or like something like that. But no, I try to eat more healthy. Like yesterday, I had a vegan Cobb salad, and I had an appetizer at another place of fried pickles, and I didn't even eat the whole order. Just like, I don't really eat too much fried stuff. Been plant-based since 2018 or 19. I can't even remember. It's probably 2019. Vegan Cobb salad. Keyword vegan. Think about it. I know we don't all have common sense, but we can still think. They put different things on a vegan Cobb salad, and they do a regular Cobb salad. Okay. Sprinkle. He said some people need meat, some people need money. Get it. Get in where you fit in. I don't care. I'm not one of those people that care about your diet. You can eat whatever you want. It doesn't bother me. I don't discriminate. I don't judge for people that eat meat. I really don't care. I just choose not to. Sprinkle. You said what? He suggested a shopping date for a second date. I mentioned a dress that was $500, but now I want a Chanel bag. How to tell him? Just take him to the Chanel store and don't say nothing. Say the dress was, I checked online, the dress I wanted was sold out, so let's go to the Chanel store. If your goal is pregnancy, how can you fast track to deciding which man is best to choose for that, especially if you want pregnancy? The richest man. The richest man that wants to marry you. If you don't want to get married and you just want to have the rich man's baby, then the richest man that likes you 10 times more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. The richest man that likes you 10 times more is the one you're going to have a baby with. Make sure he got money. It don't even matter if he's old, because men can still reproduce up until their 80s. Just get his money, girl. Get in the will, get on the beneficiary and of the insurance, get on the deed. Okay. They're just the richest one that likes you a lot. Yeah. Y'all don't have to give me advice on how to eat plant-based. I've been doing this for a long time. 5+ years. I think I'm good. All right. There's no specific reason I became plant-based. The aliens told me to. Does that sound good? Okay, whatever. That's what I'm start telling people, because like I'm tired of the same questions and the dumb comments. Like, everybody's diet is not everybody's business. Just eat what you want. You know what I'm saying? It really don't even matter. Just the aliens told me to. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say from now on. The aliens said go plant-based. All right. Just the aliens said to do it. I don't know. I did what the aliens told me to do. Okay. All right. The golf course has so many men. I know, girl. So yesterday I went to this happy hour and they had a golf simulator in there where like you can practice your golf. It looks like a golf course on a giant screen, and there were so many rich guys in there. And I was like looking at the parking lot. Like I'm doing this for y'all. Like I'm telling y'all about it so y'all can kind of figure it out. There are like these little certain pubs and bars and restaurants that have these like golf simulators in there, and you'll find a bunch of old guys in there, rich guys in there. Make sure you look at the parking lot, at the cars in the parking lot, so you know that their money is up. And yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. Did you get approached? I wasn't there by myself. I was there with someone, and we were, talking and stuff like that. But I seen a lot of people looking, babe. They would have approached. This one man was trying to make eye contact, but I was like, not today. Thank you, Hasna. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But if I'd gone alone, I definitely would have been approached by several, I'm sure. Shira, you sent a follow-up super chat? Oh, hold on. Okay. Thanks, Shira. How should you communicate it with him? Should you tell him your intentions? No, just take him to the Chanel store. Oh, the pregnancy. Okay, I'm thinking you're the wrong person. Okay. No, make it a miracle accident. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because talking about stuff makes it too dry and too predictable and too blah. If life should be exciting, don't tell him nothing. Just tell him the news when you get the news. He should be happy because he's gonna have to pay for it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And tell him when it's too late to do anything about it. Wonderful. Don't be giving up all the information. It's a miracle accident, and now it's too late to do anything about it except get your money. Wonderful. Don't tell them nothing, girl. Don't tell them nothing. You know why? I'm gonna explain it to you because sometimes y'all don't get it and y'all just be wanting to be dumb. So I'm gonna tell you why you shouldn't tell him anything about your plans. Because he's gonna start panicking and thinking about how his life is gonna change and what he's gonna have to give up and what he's gonna have to sacrifice. He's gonna start thinking about all the negative things, not the positive things. Because when men are faced with certain news, they don't go straight to the positive. They go to the negative. So if everything is already done and set in place, they have to only look to the positive after that because they have no choice. Okay? So don't tell them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's the equivalent of someone talking themselves out of something before they even attempt it. So don't tell them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, looks do matter too. Make sure you looking good when you tell them the good news. Why they flirt with me in the hospital I work at, but don't seriously approach. I'm so classy and smart and get daily compliments from men. I work for the administration. Just start giving them a little eye contact and smiling, but they probably aren't trying to date women they work with because of HR. Okay. But if you tell them they can risk it all with your eye contact and smiles, they might. Okay. You said gold digger world, women are searching for the wrong things. What are we supposed to be searching for? Dust? What are the wrong things? Money? That's what y'all searching for. That's what everybody's searching for. What are we supposed to be searching for? Dust? Men with no money? I don't understand. What you want? If you had a daughter, would you want her looking for men with no money? That's the first thing on the list that need to be checked off. Everything else can fall in place. You know what I'm saying? So you can look for many things, but money has to be on the list as the first thing that you check off. If they don't have money, don't start looking for nothing else in that person. Keep it moving. Because most people argue and divorce over money because it's a problem. So make sure it's not a problem. And then you can see what type of relationship you really have. Okay. Without having to argue about the one thing most people argue about and break up over. Make sure that's not an issue. Okay. Take that off the list of issues that you're going to have. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, yep. Okay. So, looks are very important. Like I told y'all, looks are so important that people will definitely trust you more if you look good. Hi, Shira. How do I live with you got some guilt and regret that you did something bad behind your fiance's back? Okay. He probably did something bad behind your back too, girl. Probably just evened the score and didn't even know it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Think about it like that. He probably did something behind your back too, and you don't know about it. So you probably just evened the score. Be good. Be fine. That's not even your husband yet. You're single till you're married. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's better to do it now than do it when you get married. Think about it. It's better you did it before you got married, right? And have a good time. You're still single, actually. You can't check the box that says married yet. So you're good. You got it out of your system. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because I'm sure that they don't feel any guilt if they had done something with you, with someone else behind your back. I don't think they would care or have any guilt. They will be like, well, I ain't married yet. Still single till I'm married. And even after marriage, they probably still won't care or feel any guilt. So stop trying to feel all this guilt. You're not even married. You're not even 100% off the market. You know? Especially if you still work. He ain't taking you off the market financially. Don't feel no guilt, girl. Mm-hmm. You said you have money, you take care of us. Only if you are our sons and came out of our bodies. And after a certain age, you on your own. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Only time a woman should take care of a man is if they came out of her body. And that's only for a certain amount of time. Went out, a rich guy sat next to you, tried to impress you with house, money, and bins. Then he gave me his card. How long to wait to text him? You should have gave him your number too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're supposed to exchange numbers. You're never supposed to take their card and then call them. You're supposed to exchange numbers. You're supposed to have given him your number too. If you didn't give him your number, why not? Why are you going to go after him now? I mean, if you just have to because you were too dumb to give him your number, then just email him. I'm sure his email is on the card. Don't call, don't text, just say, "It was nice meeting you the other day. I'm curious what you do for a living." If that's what you gotta do, but always give them your number. Even if it's a fake number, a Google number, it's not your real number, but an app number or something, just give them a number. That way they can call you. Okay, because now you got to call him. Thank you, Charla. How are you? Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. All right, so y'all got to start giving out y'all's numbers now. Okay, y'all can't just be calling these men up saying, "Hi, how are ya?" They got to chase you. They got to want you more. So exchange numbers. Mm-hmm. Thank you, girl. Okay, so we were talking about looks matter. So looks do matter, especially in career and work opportunities and social interactions, and also how you feel about yourself. Your self-confidence also comes from how you look every day. So if you tend to have low self-esteem, it's because you don't look your best every day, or you don't try to look your best every day, or you don't attempt to do too much every day. So every time you look in the mirror or every time you come in contact with other people and they're not giving you the type of feedback that boosts your self-esteem, then it's not going to be boosted every day. It's not going to be on a certain level. It's not going to grow as much because people treat you how you treat yourself. Okay. So if you put energy and effort into your looks every day, you're going to get that energy back. You're going to get that feedback. You're going to get that self-confidence because people are going to give it to you daily. Okay. And it may not be through words. It may be through someone turning their neck to look at you. It may be through a smile. It may be through special treatment. It may be because the world just opens up to you easier. Okay. That's what a lot of people's self-confidence comes from, by how they look, how they present themselves to the world. So get up and get dressed every day. If you want to boost your self-esteem, get up and put in the energy and effort. And let me tell you, it's worth it because your world is going to change entirely. Y'all seen those movies where, the frumpy woman gets a little makeover and her entire life changes, and they do like a montage of the makeover and the clothing that they try on, and then afterwards their life just totally changes, right? Same thing in real life. Get up and look better. Y'all have every piece of tools, like not every piece of tools. Y'all have every tool at your fingertips. It's too easy and cheap. You can splurge on expensive stuff, but you can also level up on a budget as well. There's no more excuses. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You say you've been recently checking out some happy hours and got a 1 week pass to a gym that is located in the rich side of town, trying to find your regular spot to become a regular. Okay, Eunice, I know that's right. You're on the right path. Keep going, girl. That's good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Good for you, man. Should you ever reach out to a man to ask them for something or let them come to you because you are the prize? Well, if they're thinking about you, they're going to come to you. If they're not thinking about you and you reach out to them, and are you bothering them? I think about it in the opposite way. If I'm not thinking about a man whatsoever and one reaches out to me, like, why are you reaching out to me? What is your motive? What do you want from me? Like, I'm going to be automatically suspicious why someone's reaching out to me, you know? So a man is going to be suspicious why a woman is reaching out to him. What do you want from him? Are you a pick me shit? Do you want some money? Like, that's why it's important to let them come to you, because men are the natural chasers. Okay, men chase, women attract. So I would let them come to you. Okay, if they never think about you enough to yearn for you enough, they don't like you enough anyway. So let them come to you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They're not yearning enough for you. They're not going to be the type of person that you want to deal with anyway. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. This also is good for women who go all out for men and are male centered. If you only deal with the men that chase and are attracted to you naturally without you having to do too much, you're going to have better results. Okay? You're going to have better results. So just think of it that way. Okay, so looks also matter. Like, if you're a career woman, if you're starting a business, that's also going to affect your money by how you look. You're going to get hired faster and easier over more qualified people because you look better than them and you represent a person's company. Okay. A person can be really qualified for a position, but if they have to meet clients, look at people, and be like a representative of that company, they're not going to want somebody that looks bad. You got to represent. You know what I'm saying? So you can be the smartest you want, unless you got to work somewhere in the back undercover. If you got to be the face of a company, if you have to meet with people in real life, you better look good, man. You want to get hired fast, go in there looking good. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Because this is what they'll do. You can have a college degree, you could have like all these credentials, and you could be qualified. Okay, but someone less qualified that looks way better than you is going to get the job most of the time. And they can just train that person to do whatever they need to do. I'm serious. I've seen it happen so many times. You ever get hired on the spot? You know you look good, get hired on the spot. Uh-huh. Smart. You ever get hired on the spot? Think about it. You're hired. Okay. So think about that. You literally gonna get hired on the spot. You can get raises faster. Let me tell y'all why. Women get more promotions who look better, because they're probably bringing in a lot of money to the company as well. And whoever is in charge of giving raises, most probably is a man. And they don't want you to go to a whole nother company because they know you're going to get hired quick because you look good with all their company secrets. So they keep you. They like you on pictures. They invite you to events. You're the face of their company. So look good and your money will also go up. You said, especially if the interviewer is a male. Yep, they're going to hire you just because you look good. You know why they're going to hire you? So they have something pretty to look at every day. So I try to teach this, but some people are just so bent on my brain will get me hired. My brain will get me hired. Your brain may get you hired, but it's not going to help you get promotions and it's not going to help you, get jobs faster. I mean, if you have, a degree, if you are, people are going to have to pay you more too. They can pay a pretty woman less and then she can get raises. And she probably has a man giving her money too. They're going to hire her. He makes $300K if $2K a month too low. What? To ask for? Okay, let's do the math. I'm going to bust out the calculator. Okay, 300K. Oops. Minus 24K, because that's 12 months. That's a year. And it's not going to make a big dent in his salary. That's good, girl. Get your money. You should be getting 4K. Ask for 4. Ask for 4K. He can afford it. It's not even going to make a dent in his salary. All right. Let me redo that math. Okay. It's not that bad, girl. I mean, if you're attractive, that's worth it. Mm-hmm. How do you think working with women affect your progression in a company? Well, if you work with all women and y'all aren't jealousy of each other and catty, it could work well if you work well together. But if you don't work well together, it's better to either work for yourself or, you know, work with men who are going to definitely promote you because you look good and they don't want you to go nowhere else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Like pretty privilege goes a long way. There's men that won't, like there's men that you can work with that will work well with you. It'll keep them motivated, to keep them coming to work every day, looking their best every day. You know, they might want to be your work husband or your work crush, and it keeps everybody kind of accountable. But when you have to go to work and look at ugly people every day, you don't get excited. You don't really care about your own appearance, So we help them maintain their best self as well. Okay. Because if you know a beautiful woman is going to your job, you're gonna get dressed, you're gonna put on deodorant, you're gonna shave, you're gonna look your best too. You're gonna represent because you're trying to impress her, which is good for the company. So beautiful women inspire so many people. They inspire other women to look better. They inspire men to do more and be more productive, and they can get money and they can attract business. So, pretty privilege and good looks. Even when a man looks good, he gets hired faster. Same as a woman. Women are jealous. That just means they need to level up a little bit more. You're their inspo, but they're mad because they don't want to put in the work. That's all. Okay. If you look good and they ugly, they're mad because they want the promotion that you finna get. That's it. That's all it is. They just need to look better. But most of the time, very attractive women, they're not going to stay in that workplace very long anyway. They're probably going to get married, go find a rich man, or move to a higher paying company. So they're there for a little while. So the women that don't look as good, they don't really have to worry too much, until the next pretty woman gets hired. And a lot of times women will be like, well, they just hire her because she's pretty. That's true. There ain't nothing wrong with that statement because it's the truth. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Some women get in there, meet the boss, meet the owner, meet a client that has millions of dollars and don't ever have to work again. So, more power to them. Okay, a Latino roofer guy is chasing you, gave you $5K. Don't care if I lose him. Any man with being hot, cold. Okay, you're an advanced level up student of yours. Want ideas on how to train men not to make things transactional. What? Be about your money all the time. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Nothing is transactional if only money can impress you. So talk about it all the time. Literally be obsessed with it. That means you don't need it. You study it. You already know how to get it. You can get it from anybody. You don't deal with people unless they know how to impress you with money. So if you make it a lifestyle versus a need, if you're dealing with guys that have a lot of money, that's all they can do to impress you. So that's what they're going to do. They're not going to ask for nothing in exchange if they know you can get it elsewhere with no exchange. So make sure you understand that. You got a provider man, but he stays busy most of the time. Calls at night. Also wants you to roll around, but yeah, bills are paid. How to turn tables. Okay. Just get his money and make up excuses of why you can't roll around. Promise him you're going to roll around and then get his money and then, be like, you know what? I can't, Aunt Ethel, I don't feel good. Da, da, da. Just string him along. And say, you should care more about my well-being. You should be giving me money out of the kindness of your heart because you like me. Okay. And then blame it on him for trying to make it transactional. And then just take his money anyway. You're 23, single, mom of one. Yo, how can I make money from home? Get an online business. Buy some inventory. Make a little Shopify store. Or work from home. I have no idea. Like, write a book. Make a coloring book. Sell it on Amazon. Just do everything. Do everything you can think of. Not just one thing, but do a lot. Do a lot of things. Some gonna work. It's kind of like if you only focus and choose one thing, that it may take a while to build that up, which is good. Stick to it, but also do other things at the same time and see which one takes off faster. Because when this one is not taking off, the other one might be taking off. And then when that one slows down, the other thing might pick up. So if you have several streams of income doing several things, you're always going to have money coming in no matter what. Okay. So just do a lot of different stuff. Okay. You said you wish you had an elixir for where they don't want to roll around on the mattress. You got to get the ones that stuff don't work no more. That's the elixir. They much, much older. Because they can't roll around. Girl, they might not get back up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got out of a 3-year relationship with the Dusty you got into at 17. Now you're 20 years old. What would be your best advice for me? Only date guys that have money now. Go on dates with men that have money. They always have to pay. Never whip out your wallet. Never pay for another man ever again in your life. Okay. When I was your age, that was my promise to myself. After that one disappears from in front of your age, it's time to start thinking about lifestyle. Okay, you're 20. You shouldn't be digging in your purse in the presence of any grown able-bodied man ever. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's when I decided I was getting ready to have some money. I wasn't getting ready to be broke, and I was definitely not getting ready to be struggling with no dusties ever. The path that I was on was the path of success, and dusties are not on that path. So whenever you make a choice from here on out, is this beneficial to me financially? Is this going to lead me to where I want to be in 5 years from now? Is this person leading me or benefiting me to where I need to be in 5 years from now? Yes or no? Then they don't need to be in your life. If the answer is no, the answer is yes, then they're definitely going to be someone you want to deal with because they are beneficial. So at that age, you have a lot of options. And now you can avoid making so many mistakes that so many young women make. Don't even start dating a dusty ever again. All right. Be done with them. You can brag, literally, you can brag and say, you know what? I am so glad that I left the dusties in my teenage years. Never had to waste any of your 20s on them. Okay. You just met this guy who just paid for your nails. I told him that what kind of lifestyle that I live, and he didn't run. We may be going shopping this Friday, but I seduced him into it and implied something more. Okay, that's fine. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then just tell him you were just kidding after he buys you the stuff, baby. It's like, you know what? Thank you so much. And I'm so glad that you know how to, I'm so glad that we did this together. But anyway, I have to go. I have to take care of my Aunt Ethel. Oh, what do you mean? I thought we were going to roll around. Oh, no, I was just kidding. You took me seriously? Oh, my gosh. Okay. Shira, please, what's your advice on two disabled women you have an invisible handicap? Then don't tell nobody. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just tell them you stub your toe, baby. You don't walk very well, tell them you stub your toe. I stubbed my toe. They stick around long enough to know you didn't stub your toe. Tell them, you had an accident and it hurts still healing. Whatever. Lie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, do y'all want to hire me to be the aunt? Hilarious. He said, he has a fiance, lives in another city. How do I steal him? Do he live in another city, or does she live in another city? Because it don't even matter if she lives in another city. Most guys aren't faithful to long distance relationships anyway. If you make him spend more money on you, he'll probably choose you later. Okay? Make him spend a lot of money. I keep telling you all this. The more money men spend, the higher your chances are of commitment and possible marriage. So get them to spend as much as you can on you. Not on dates, but on you, giving you things, gifts, money, dates, trips, everything. Mm-hmm. He said men don't approach but don't look how, but men like my looks but don't approach. Do they like them, and what way do they like those looks? Because sometimes y'all don't realize men may admire how you look, but you might not fit into their world. They may not trust you, or they may think you're just passing through. If they don't think that they're going to see you again, this is why I say y'all need to become a regular somewhere on the rich side of town. Because once a man sees you 5, 6, 7 times, he's going to be more inclined to introduce himself to you. Okay. Listen to Miss Shearer's advice. I've been getting a lot of money from men. Louis Vuitton, 5K, new tire, shop spree. Mysterious, classy siren energy works. My confidence, self-worth, and business has gone up. Okay, Daylene. I know that's right. Thank you for sharing. It's true. You just got to do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. There are things that most women will talk themselves out of And they'll say, well, I'll start tomorrow, or I don't know if that's going to work for me. Just go do it and try and see. Okay. Because I think a lot of women are comparing themselves to women online, and those women are not in the world that you're in right now. Like if you walk into a place, all those women online, they're not there. You're there. And how are you looking? You know what I'm saying? In a world of mundane t-shirt and leggings and sneaker wearing women, walk in there like this, you're good, right? So I think a lot of women talk themselves out of looking good and going places and doing stuff because they're comparing themselves with people that's not even going to be there. They're comparing themselves with all these other women online that's not even going to be where they're going. You know, I told the story before, but I took my daughter to the dentist, and like this, obviously this man who owned his own, dental practice, very successful, handsome dentist, right? Um, we went in there well dressed, looking good, like, up on this level. And he was like, you know what? I love your style. I'm so glad that you actually get up and dress because so many people don't do that anymore. And I was like, yeah, I agree. I think that every day is a gift and you should look your best and live your best life, and look your best and look good. He's like, I agree totally. Cause like, and then, like you go out into the waiting room and you see t-shirt and leggings, t-shirt and leggings. Most people's uniform who don't care about themselves is just t-shirt and leggings. All right, they didn't just gave up, child. They just gave up. At least put on a matching set with some flats and do your hair and put a little makeup on. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is y'all doing? I don't mean to be rude. I know people can put on nice clothes because they used to do it a long time ago. And it used to be the norm. So I know it's not something that's lacking. But it seems like people just wear some random ugly t-shirt and some nasty leggings and some nasty sneakers. And most of them don't even work out. So why are you in them clothes? You know? What do you do with men with lots of money that think that you will beg them to roll with them on the mattress for free just because they have some crazy money? I don't care how much money they got. I care how much money they're going to give me and put in my bank account so I can become rich too. If they like me, they want me to be rich too, baby. If they like me, they want to make me rich too. They want to share something so that I can get more. So I don't care about their wealth. It's not going to do me any good. They need to be giving it to me. So if you're impressed by their ability to make money, that means you're impressed by their ability to make you able to make some money too, or to give you some money. And if they're not doing any of those things, why are you impressed with their money if you have no access to it? Okay. That's like being impressed with a lie because you can't use it. It's not going to be beneficial to you in any way. You started dressing better and your coworkers snicker. I'm not bothered though. If I wanted what they had, I would look like them. Exactly. They're snickering because they don't have the confidence to do what you do. So they're trying to make it seem like what you're doing is too much. But what they're really feeling is that now other people are going to look at you and then look at them. And now they're comparing you to them, which makes them look like they're doing less. So now they feel threatened that they must do more because you're doing more. And they're all, they're snickering because they're trying to make it seem like you're doing too much so that they don't have to do more. What are the best cities to date in? I'm in North Florida area. I don't know. Do I look like Chat GPT or Google Maps? Just go type in the zip code of the wealthiest. Go to your search engine and type in zip code of the wealthiest areas, and then put where you live, or your city, or your state. Okay. Just go and type it in, and it will tell you all the zip codes of the wealthiest people. And then you can go find businesses, cafes, gyms, country clubs, restaurants, and stuff like that in those zip codes. And you can have fun, okay? And make sure you look good, girl. Make sure you look good. You said they're embarrassed by their inadequacy. Exactly. How to attract provider woman. I'm also a woman. I dress nice and do everything on the rich side of town. How does it differ when attracting men? I don't know, because I think that if the woman likes you more, they're gonna pay for stuff to give you money. So it has to be the balance of they like you 10 times more still. They still gotta like you 10 times more. You still gotta be the good looking one, and they still gotta like you way more. That's it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's the same dynamic. You know, they got to like you 10 times more. You got to look better than them, and they got to want to spend. Mm-hmm. And like if you're looking for someone that, make sure you're on the side of town where them someones are going to recognize them someones. So if you're trying to find someone that likes women, make sure you're on the side of town that's rich, that has a lot of rich lesbians. I don't know. Just look it up online. They'll tell you where to go. Chat GPT, they got the tea. Just type in there, what are the rich lesbians hang out, and then put your city, and then go over there. Okay, that's just it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all know the answer to this. Should a woman ever text or call first? Only if her man is over 70, because he might be dead. You got to check on him, or they might have forgot. You know what I'm saying? But if your man is under 70 years old, no. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You ain't got to do no welfare checks on them via texting. No. Let them text first. All right. If you don't know if they alive or dead, yeah, you check on them, girl. But if you pretty sure that they made it to the next day, wait for them to text you. You said, what if your man is secretly gay? Okay, lavender marriage. Y'all go shopping together and decorate the house, girl. All right. Make sure he got some gay money though, girl. You said I should try stand-up comedy because I'm effortlessly funny. Thank you, girl. I think I look too good to be a stand-up comedian. That's why I be sitting down. All right. How come some men you can ask straight for money? Because they like you way more than the other man. And they actually have it. And they actually want to impress you. Okay? That's why. They're the right target. That's why. Mm-hmm. It says, should you invest in makeup? Girl, yes. You should have been had some makeup. What the heck? And makeup is your best friend. Okay? I don't like never leave home without it. Never leave home without it. Unless you're going to get a facial. Then they can wipe it off when you get there. I don't even care. She puts up on some concealer and some eyebrows or something. Okay. I wear makeup everywhere. Everywhere. I got to have it. I got to have it. Okay. Everywhere I go, I got on the makeup. I had makeup on when I gave birth. I had makeup on after I gave birth. I put makeup on in the hospital after the next day while I was holding the baby. Okay. Look good everywhere. Period. Don't be looking like who did it and why for no reason. Okay. I've been wearing makeup forever, since junior high school. Put the stuff on. It changes your life. It boosts everything. Money, looks, confidence, the caliber of man that you're gonna attract. It boosts everything. Discounts, treatment, you know, especially if you look good. You said while giving birth. I mean, I already had it on. I already had it on. Not putting it on, but I had it when I was giving birth. Yes, I gave birth with a full face of makeup. All right. Sure, do you think a provider man who plans dates, gives money, and shows effort should also text daily while courting? We're a month in. Daily, I would expect to hear from him at least once a day, if not once a day. Like, um, dating that they're giving you money. That I'm not too concerned as long as the money is coming in. Because you should also be dating other guys as well. If you don't hear from him every single day, that means he's probably not thinking about you on that day. So you should definitely keep your options open for sure. If you're not getting a text every day, at least one text a day at some point, if y'all are already a month in. So yeah, keep your options open if that's not happening. Hard for you to make up reasons why I need money help. Then get very creative. Pretend you're a writer and you have to write it. Okay. Pretend you're writing a script, how to get this money. And then sit down in a room and figure out about 5 or 6 good reasons to need money. Write them down in a notebook and keep track of them and use them when you need them. Okay. You got to and make it sound good. Is this believable? Do I have enough details? Did I pre-calculate and pre-plan and set this up correctly by slightly mentioning it last week, then slightly mentioning it again, and the progress of the issue without asking? Did I barely mention it on the text or the phone yesterday? So now he has a clue that I need something. So the next time you see him or talk to him, now you can properly ask for it because he already knows you need it in the back of his mind. So it's not just like presenting a problem without leading up to it and that they know about it, because they're going to be thinking about your problem if they care about you. They're going to be thinking about your problem if you just mention it slightly. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, I talked to Aunt Ethel yesterday and she seemed kind of down. I hope she's okay. She asked about you. I told her all about you. Next time he talks to you, how are you? Da, da, da. Oh, I'm good. I talked to Aunt Ethel. She's feeling a little bit better. She says hi. Now he's invested in Aunt Ethel. Well, tell her I said hi too. Okay. Now when she gets sick or dies or needs you to come visit her or pay her mortgage, he's invested into the lore of Aunt Ethel. See? And it's not even a real person. But he's invested in it because you're setting it up correctly. You've sitting there and you've calculated and you've become strategic enough to know how to get your money without straight up asking. Okay? That's how. If he wants to meet Aunt Ethel, she lives very far. And she don't know how to use that technology. She don't know how to FaceTime, but she lives very far. Okay? So, unless he's trying to fly to Alaska and take a small plane after getting off the big plane, he ain't going to meet Aunt Ethel no time soon. Okay? Sprinkle. So, set that story up too. How she lives in Alaska somewhere far, where you got to take a plane after you get off the other plane. Okay? You don't mention that you want until they bring it up. Do I say I can't get in the mood? I'm stressed and Yeah. Start building it up, like I said, in the first couple of conversations, like about Aunt Ethel. Okay. If you just ask for something straight up, like, oh, I want some money, I need some rent, and then they say no, and then they still want to kiss and make out or roll around, it's like, no, I'm too stressed. I gotta go. I gotta go figure out this issue. Well, tell them you have a disorder that until a problem is solved, you can't concentrate on nothing else. Make it up. I don't know. You know what? I have this weird thing where if there's something that's lingering that I'm worried about, I can't even concentrate on anything else until I figure out how to get it done. So I got to go figure out how to get this done. I got to go figure out how to get some money. So I got to go. I'm sorry. Then they'll be like, fine, I'll do it. Oh, really? Okay. Here's the link. Get it done. Get your credit card out. Bust it out. Let's get it. You said it's ADHD. Yeah. Pretend you got ADHD and say you can't concentrate on whatever it is that you need to concentrate on until this is done. You're not going to think about nothing else till it's done. Tell him when y'all rolling around and he's trying to roll around on the mattress, you're going to be thinking about your money and not even him. And you're not even in the mood to roll around because you got to get this problem solved. So you got to go. You'll see him later. All right. So have some fake ADHD, some fake anxiety so that they can hurry up and remove the financial obstacle out of your path. Okay. Since they want to diagnose everybody anyway, give them something fake to diagnose. But you can get your money. Start rocking back and forth. They'll be like, you got to pee? Like, no, I'm just really anxious and worried about this bill that I got to have paid in like one day. It's going to be, my stuff is on direct deposit, but I need some money in the account. I got to go. You sound like Serena from Gossip Girl. I got to go. Always got to go. Not to the bathroom, but away from him because he ain't paying no bills. You said that crazy look in your eye? Exactly. See? Happy fall, y'all. You like my little decor back there? I got my little pumpkins. She might scare him off. Don't well if you think you're gonna scare him off, don't do it in an extreme manner like I just did, but just do it in a slight manner. Like I'm like, what are you looking at? What's wrong? Well, I'm just a little bit anxious. Oh, really? About what? I don't know if you can. I don't know. He's like, well, what can I do? What can I do? Well, I asked you before, but you didn't. I don't know. Like you don't want to. I asked you already. And he's like, well, what is it? Like, I'm really nervous about. I get just anxious when things aren't tied up. Like I don't like loose strings and stuff like that. I'm really concentrating on how I'm going to get that bill paid, and I just can't think about nothing else until I know that that's taken care of. I have like a checklist, and don't worry about it. I'll be all right. And then just be preoccupied until he says, "Fine, I'll pay it," or "Fine, here's some money." Just act like it's no big deal and keep denying it that it's a big deal. So he knows it's a big deal because you're in denial about it, and he knows that he got to remove the financial obstacle. That's it. Mm-hmm. You said shed a tear or two. Any brand of makeup that looks good on your skin, man. It doesn't even matter, baby. If y'all, okay, look, let me help y'all out because y'all be asking the same questions, and I'm gonna have the answers for y'all. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna give y'all the answers to the. Oh man, this is the wrong. Mm-hmm. Hold on. I'm playing my old video. Hold on. How are y'all? Okay. Since y'all want to know all the tea, I'm going to just link the links. Copy. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the live feed, and it's also the first link on my description under the video. Beauty products that I use and suggest. Makeup, skincare, everything. Click it. Right here. Click that. You can even buy stuff on there. Read my message on the chat. I can't send them here on Super Chat. What chat, girl? Cash App chat? All right. I'll look. I think you have to if you want to type more, I think you have to pay more. I'm not even sure how that works. How do you do budgeting? I don't. Spring. Here's my budgeting. Get them to pay for your stuff, save your own money. All right, that's my budgeting. Get them to pay while you stack yours. That's pretty much it. How do you manage insomnia caused from stress and uncertainty? CBD gummies and a chin strap or mouth tape. Sprinkle. What if a giving man that wants to date is Muslim? Then take his money. Sprinkle. It don't matter what religion they are, just get their money. Someone says magnesium. How do you ask him to take you out the workforce when you move to him? Tell him before you move. Tell him before that. Before you even pack a bag, baby. Tell him to stack your bank account for 6 months so you don't have to work. Then tell him to put you on direct deposit. All right. You getting a chin leer tomorrow? Any tips? Wear it to sleep. I wear that, and it makes you sleep deeper because your mouth is closed. It's not all hanging open. So you sleep deeper. It's good for your face. How can you ask him to take you out the workforce? Ask him right now, like, look, I don't want to work no more. You got me? Put something in my account. Pay for the move. Pay for this. Pay for that. I'm going to need to be on direct deposit every month for this amount of money. Wonderful. That's how you tell them. If they like you more, they're going to do it anyway. They got to like you more. Because a lot of y'all are asking guys that don't even like you to do stuff. And you're forcing yourself on them to, if they're not begging you to move to them, they're not begging to take you out of the workforce. It's going to be harder because they don't like you. Okay? Sprinkle. Okay, we'll use some melatonin then, girl. CBD oil is not illegal. It's legal in your country. Just use some melatonin. Sprinkle. Okay, so looks do matter. Okay, so let me tell y'all. If a man wants to show off in front of a lot of other guys in a social setting, he's going to approach the prettiest woman and try to impress her, make her laugh, make her smile. You know what I'm saying? But he has to have everything in place because she will reject him if he ain't got what she wants. So usually when you are a very attractive woman in the correct area, in the correct setting, in the correct environment, successful men who don't fear your rejection because they don't think you're going to reject them will approach you. Okay. In order to impress anyone looking or to impress you or himself. So the better you look, the better environment you hang out in, the higher and better your chances are of meeting a provider. That's true. Just think of it like that. Are you trying to get a provider? You got to look good every day. If you have a provider, you need to look good every day because you don't have an excuse because you got the money. Okay. You got an excuse. If you got the money, you should look good. You don't have to, but you should. Okay. A doctor woman treat you like I'm inferior because of your sugar daddy. Okay. Who cares, man? You got the money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. She probably still in debt paying off student loans. You good? Doctors have God complexes anyway. A lot of them do. Okay. Just who cares? Girl, you ain't got to work. Enjoy your life. Make sure you're stacking your money though. I would never feel inferior to other women. Like either we're all on the same team or we're not. You shouldn't feel inferior to nobody. Okay, just because they spent 12 years in medical school to prescribe you medication doesn't mean a thing, darling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You said she probably mad and want him for herself. Maybe. Where's my blazer from? This is a dress. It's not no blazer, girl. It's a blazer dress, but it's slightly fitted. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Woke up from a nightmare or a broke Dusty was trying to approach you, and hey, what? Gasps wouldn't work to get my girl. That is a nightmare. I ain't even finished reading that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What? Okay, so looks do matter. If you're gonna have a doctor that either likes you or is very similar to you. A therapist as well. If y'all are going to therapy, if y'all are going to doctors, if y'all are going to healthcare professionals, make sure y'all look alike. Make sure you have a lot in common so that y'all are on the same page. I'm serious because some of y'all are going to people that don't even like you. Some of y'all are letting people hold your lives in their hands who don't even like you. You need to go find a pretty physician that looks cute. Okay. You need to go find a pretty therapist if y'all are going to therapy who's on the same page as you. Y'all be going to people that don't even like y'all. And people are biased by nature. And people do judge you by your looks. And they feel inadequate or they feel inspired. Either one. I don't care what their profession is. You need to find somebody that look like you. When I was younger and I was looking for a pediatrician for my children, I made sure the pediatrician looked just like me. Okay. Pretty, nice, because this is what you need. You don't need somebody jealous of you that don't like you, that's mad. You need somebody on your same level because they will tell you the truth. They will connect with you faster. They will tell you what to do, what not to do, what's this and what's that. I promise you. You won't be a number. You'll be someone that's familiar. So that's my advice when y'all are dealing with anybody. Make sure they look like you or on the same level. Thank you, vaccine, Vax, girl. Thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle, whatever that name is. You know, you can choose your physician now. You just go online. They even have photos. You could choose them that way. It can. And see if the professional was pretty enough, would they even be working? If they choose to work, see, that's their option. That's their choice. They got options, and they choose to do what they do because they like it. You see, that's the difference. When you look good and you have a profession and you ain't even got to be there, that's how people know that you are good at what you do and you like it. You don't even have to be there. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. This is why looks matter. This is why people's appearance matters. Because they don't even have to be there. They be doing something else. Okay. Gotta work this free discount. So I'm trying to figure this out. Why men instantly follow girls after the breakup? It's psychological game, girl, because they want to see who your upgrade. They want to see you level up and do better than them, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Give them a show. Give them something to watch. Make sure you watch. He watches you get with a man with my money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When a man breaks up with you, he wants to see you go and do better. He literally does. So give him something to watch, girl. Look, show him that you were too good for him. Show him that you deserve better by going and getting better, girl. What the heck? Show him what he missing. Show him what he can't afford no more. Maybe he's needing motivation to get his money up so he can get somebody else and start all over that looks as good as you. You know, maybe you're his motivation to be a better man to another woman. It's true. It can happen. Like, men tend to study their exes to see what they did wrong, to know how they can improve and go get someone similar. All right. What? What? Okay, yeah. Some lady is asking if she should help her dad after she graduates nursing school because he was there for her. Okay, so that's a very nice thing that you want to do. But I don't know if your dad was broke, if he paid for your nursing school. I don't know what he did. You said he was there for you, but this is also another thing to consider when marrying, because you want generational wealth to grow instead of decrease. So, I mean, you're going to get it unless you are making a large amount of money. You still have to save up for your life, your kids, your future. If you get married to a man, make sure he's super rich, baby. Because if you got to help everybody in your family, your money and your generational wealth is not going to grow. Okay? How to attract money in abundance. Any tips? Yes. Be obsessed with it. Be obsessed with it. Talk about it. Be about it. Talk about it. Be about it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Treat yourself how you want others to treat you. When you walk in the room, people need to know that you like money, period. Okay? Because that's the only way they're going to be able to impress you. There's nothing else they could do. Their six pack ain't going to get it. Their sense of humor ain't going to get it. Only their money. Okay? Become obsessed with it. Make it something that impresses you. Talk about it a lot. Talk about expensive things that cost money. That way, when people approach you, they're not approaching you with nothing cheap. And the only thing that they're coming with is some money because that's the only thing that they know impresses you. All right. What do you think about Pop the Balloon, Stupid, and Ratchet? Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, it's a Ratchet show. I don't approve. Thank you, Tara. I don't like that show. It's kind of ratchet. You said that show is full of DL Dusties. Yeah, I don't like it. You said yes, but entertaining. It's not. It wasn't entertaining to me. I turn that stuff as soon as I see it because it's too ratchet. I'm like, ooh, ratchet, bang. Like, pop the whole show. Pass on everybody. Okay. Okay, so what were we talking about? What question was it? Okay, so yeah, Ella B. What y'all, if y'all are watching ratchetness, y'all are gonna attract ratchetness too. That's why I don't watch certain things. Because you're putting yourself on that low vibrational frequency to think that that's funny and entertaining. And what you're really doing is watching people getting humiliated, shamed, and you're watching a bunch of broke people, um, ratchet people shame and humiliate each other, which is literally propaganda. Like, if the aliens came and flew over Earth and that show came onto their monitor, they would keep going. Okay? It's a bad representation of people. Okay. You should be watching like shows with rich activities because it's going to give you ideas. It's going to give you lifestyle. It's going to give you information that you actually need. You don't need no ratchet information, do you? What you watch, what you put into your mind is going to manifest subconsciously. So watch shows about wealth, money, lifestyle, the type of life you actually want, because that's what's going to manifest, you know? Something that can actually inspire you. Exactly. Watch shows that are beneficial to your mindset. You said you already know ratchetness. Well, try to forget it, baby. You said upgrade your shows. Exactly. Level up what you watch on television too. Leave the ratchet stuff for the ratchets, girl. Is manifestation scientifically proven? Okay, let me read this to you. Self perception. An individual's own appearance can affect their personality and confidence, creating a feedback loop where positive perceptions lead to positive experiences. It can be explained scientifically and psychologically, yes. Okay. What about wives with knives? I don't know what that is. What is that, girl? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't go anywhere without looking cute. Some people think it's too much. Well, then, too bad for them. They need to do better. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you are a main character, you dress and walk and talk like a main character. Okay? They're talking about you. You ain't talking about them. They gonna remember what you had on. You ain't gonna even remember what they had on because it's ugly, right? They had on some leggings and a t-shirt, but they gonna dang show remember what you had on. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. My cousin, y'all, she's like a couple of years older than me, and she got money. She got money. Everywhere she goes, she dressed in an outfit. Don't even matter. Don't even matter where she going. She looking good. Okay. And I tell her every time I see her, girl, look at you. You look good. Purse, shoes, heels, jewelry, hair, outfit, period. Okay. Main characters. I want to go to Monaco to see if I can get a man there, but I'm not sure. Then just go do it, man. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Don't talk yourself out of it. Go and have fun. See what you can get. If you want to do it, go do it. Okay. So yes, be the main character, not the extras in the background that they tell not to talk. Okay. What is an extra in the background opinion matter to the main character of their own lives? Like, ma'am, you in some leggings. Like Kanye West, like you can't talk to me about fashion. I'm not listening to anybody that is broker than me. You're not talking to me about fashion. I'll embarrass you. Okay, Miss Leggings. So when they talk saying that you're doing too much, you don't have to say that to them, but just think it. And you'll laugh in your own mind. Say, okay, Miss Leggings, I'm gonna see your closet. I'm doing too much. You need to do more. Oh, Shira, you picked up a new young provider near Wall Street and he's already paying bills. And I met him last week. I know that's right, Lady Dame. That's right. Get his money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. These men already lost calls out here these days. I'm losing hope. Get an old man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get an old man who got some money. Date older. Okay. There you go. Make sure they're rich on the rich side of town. Meet them on the rich side of town. Go to the driving ranges. Go to the golf club section of the sporting goods store on the rich side of town. Go to the golf simulators. Pretend like you're trying to figure out how to use the golf club and look lost, and they'll help you. Okay. Wander around aimlessly in the sporting goods store in a tennis skirt and a cute top. Make sure you check the car parking lot before you go in. Make sure there's some nice cars over there. Hi, Shira. I have some money saved and caring for your two nieces now. I also have small business. Should I use money to buy a house with mortgage or keep renting? I do plan to meet provider eventually. If you buy a house, you're going to have to pay taxes, homeowners association fees. I don't know if you rent a house or buy a house or an apartment or whatever, but you're going to have to pay them taxes, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And the upkeep and the maintenance. What if the house has a roof leak? What if you need something done? What if the air conditioner breaks? You're going to have an expense every month. You might have to get insurance to cover some of them expenses. Most wealthy people, a lot of them rent before they settle down and just like go all out for the family estate. They rent up until then because it's cheaper and then you have to pay less taxes. Okay. And if you own your own business, you can probably write that off as a business expense. If you work from home or if you have a home office, you can write off a certain amount of square footage and, do the math and calculate how much of the rent and utilities are going towards your business. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless you do a rent to own without having to pay taxes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got a male doctor and he refused to prescribe you the weight loss shots. I said in my head, this man don't want me to be my best. All right. Well, do you have things like, you just go to a weight loss clinic? That's what they're there for. So switch doctors. He wants you to have health problems that he can fix in the future. Go to the weight loss clinic where they're there to prescribe weight loss. Go to the med spa. They'll deliver it to your door. They'll teach you how to do it the first time or the second time, and then you can get the stuff on your own. Don't you have to deal with no people, or you just go back and get it from them. You go to the med spa. Forget the doctor, girl. The med spa has their own doctor that is there to prescribe that medication specifically. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. If they say you don't qualify for it, then they'll tell you the truth. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What you need to say, if possible, possibly Sugar Daddy asked you to tell him exactly what I want to see if he can meet them. It's like, I only date providers. Like, if I'm going to be in a relationship with a man, I have to be financially secure and not have to worry about anything. Like, I love like a man who just wants to take care of his woman. Like, I like that direct deposit. I don't want to have to talk about money all the time. I just want it to be not a problem. I want to be proud of the man I'm with and not have to make excuses. I don't want to be worried about anything while I'm with him either. That's how you tell him. Otherwise, why am I with him? It's going to cause me more stress. So why be with him? I need to be stress-free and financially stress-free. How to keep your power after getting married. Your dad is dusty. Don't want my marriage to, okay. Make sure he keeps chasing and he keeps paying all the bills. Make sure he's a total provider. And he still has to chase you, which means you're not predictable. You're not male-centered. You still have your own life, your own goals. You still do your self-care. You still keep yourself looking cute. Your life does not revolve around him. Okay? Keep it like that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When y'all get together, enjoy each other's company. Y'all have things in common, but your life, you don't become his slave, his maid, or his domestic servant. Okay? You said money isn't real. Well, give me all yours. Do you even have anything? Send me yours. I'm going to put my cash app up since it ain't real. I'll take it. Since you don't believe in it, give it to me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Video games ain't real either, but y'all sure do be wasting a lot of time on it. Okay. Yep. Video games aren't real either, but y'all sure do spend a lot of time and energy on it. So make sure you just send me the money that you don't believe is real, and I'll take it. Wonderful. How to make a man buy you a Louis Vuitton? Tell him it's your birthday. That's what you want. It's my birthday, and I want a Louis Vuitton. She says, "Oh, what else do you want?" Oh, that's it. And if you can't do it, don't worry about it because I already have things, and like I don't like to add things that I don't really need because I don't want to collect a lot of junk. So I really just want a Louis Vuitton. I mean, if you can't buy me no Louis Vuitton, don't buy me nothing and disappear, sir. Basically, I want nothing else unless it's cost more than Louis Vuitton, like some jewelry. But I prefer the Louis Vuitton. Thank you, sir. So if that's specifically what you want, then tell him that's all you want. And if he can't do it, then he doesn't have to buy you anything. Just the card is fine. If you come back with a card and no Louis Vuitton, you know what time it is. Block and delete. I prefer the money though. I don't care about the Louis Vuitton. But if that's what you want, that's what you need to get. Mm-hmm. You said what? Why would you want to be pro hood? Who's trying to be pro hood? I don't understand. Did I miss the conversation? I don't know who out there is pro hood, but you know what? Y'all got issues. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You not glam. Are you more glam than me? You said this is anti-hood. Oh, it sure is. Clock it. Y'all are silly. How to always stay unbothered. If it's not beneficial, why are you bothered? If it ain't beneficial, why exactly are you bothered? Are you too in your feelings? Do you care too much about what other people think that's not beneficial to your life? Are you wasting time, energy, and breath? That's how you stay unbothered. You have common sense. Common sense will keep you unbothered. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, so yeah, looks also matter a lot, a lot, a lot. Okay, so online it says attractive is culturally defined concept that can change over time. Physical beauty also fades, making personality more valuable for long-term connection. So yeah, if you look good and let's say you look good, you get married, make sure you keep your appearances up as long as possible. Because then you're gonna have to talk to them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ah, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, let's talk about the halo effect. The halo effect is a cognitive bias where people assume that physically attractive individuals no, process other positive qualities such as intelligence, trustworthiness, and good character. This can affect perceptions and initial interactions in both social and professional settings. So they think that you have good moral character and you're trustworthy and that you're a good person. So they'll never see you coming after their wallet. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Give examples of the halo effect influencing first impressions. Okay. Basically, the unconscious assumption, allowing one impressive quality to cast a halo over our entire perception of someone. So during an interview, a, like if you have a confident handshake, elegant attire, you know, you're probably, especially if you look good, you're probably going to get the job over everybody else, depending on how you look. Even if the other person is more qualified, if you're well put together and you're attractive, you're going to get the job, basically. Um, how to overcome this bias if you're not initially attractive? Get initially attractive. It says try to slow down your reasoning process or generalize just judgments. Okay. So basically, if you don't look good, don't oversell yourself, because that's giving desperation. You know, if you do look good, do less, because you don't got to do more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all need to get my book, Too Pretty to Pay Bills. It's on Amazon. Links are in the description bar. Don't oversell yourself if you're not as attractive, okay? Because it looks like you're trying too hard. If you are attractive, you don't have to oversell yourself at all. They're going to oversell you for you. They're going to be like I've been on, like when I was younger and I had to like apply to different funeral homes and stuff, I got hired quick. Okay. Quick. Like on the first day, the second day. I didn't even have to wait a week. You got the job, come on in. Start your training. Because you look good. You look good in the suit. You look good standing next to a casket. You look good in daylight. You look good in the night. You look good everywhere. You look good next to a dead body. You look good next to a living body. You are hired. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You look like you can make a man buy a real expensive casket, ma'am. You look like you can make him spend. Well, my favorite flowers are this. They're a little bit more pricey than these over here, but these are great. These are wonderful. Well, give me those. If you like them, I like them. I know that's right. Okay, well, this casket here, this is like the top quality. It's like the Cadillac of caskets. It has smooth lines. It's made out of mahogany wood, and the interior is velvet. But then over here we have, a budget casket for people that are on a budget. I personally love this one more. Oh, I'm gonna go with that one then. Good choice. You said, why are we talking about girl? That's what I used to do. When it was a man, they sent me in, girl. See how much you can get. All right. You said your boyfriend only bought you flowers once. Oh my gosh! Tell him to buy you some more flowers, girl. So you need to buy me flowers every week. Tell him, say, buy me flowers every week. I'm your girlfriend. What are you doing? And then start playing that Bruno Mars song. I should have bought you flowers. Held your hand. Give him some hints and clues. Play that song. Put it on a reel and upload it to Instagram. I like flowers. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Aubrey, I appreciate that. Yeah. Oh, well, I hope he gets you some flowers and holds your hand and take you to the parties to dance. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You used to get hired on the spot without any experience. It's true. I know that's right. I'm like, I got the job. I was surprised. I got the job for real. Okay, I know that's right. I would have hired me too. Okay. Should I do my makeup today? Every day. Every day that you leave your house, do your makeup, bam. Every day that you get on a camera, on screen, take a selfie, leave your house, even if it's just to go through the drive-through or to go to CVS or something, put the makeup on. Yes. It not only boosts your self-confidence, it also boosts the perception of you to other people. Okay? People assume that you're more intelligent. People assume that you're more successful based on how you look. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Back in the old days, you couldn't leave your house unless you were well put together and polished. Now everybody leaving their house in bonnets and pajamas with crust in their eye. Think about how society has dwindled as far as appearances are concerned. This is why Dusties think that they can get over on y'all because y'all don't even care about yourselves half the time. Look better. Eric Hearn. You said it looks like you care about yourself and represent your family. Exactly. People that present well and look good, they look like they come from a respectable family. They care about themselves. You assume that their home is clean. You assume that they're successful. You assume a lot of things. You see them in a whole different light than you would see somebody in a dirty t-shirt and leggings on with some house shoes and a bonnet. You assume something totally different. Your perception of that person's life and lifestyle is going to be totally different than the next people. And that's why people get treated certain ways because of how they present. So present well. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Present well. You make time for that. You make time for dust. You make time for Netflix and chill. You make time to do other stuff that you don't need to be doing. So make time to look good. Get up early then. I get up at 5:30. I make time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A man is a millionaire and married, and he's a provider, but it's been 5 years and I'm too attached. Do I leave him alone or try my best to just take the money? Get the money, girl. Get the money. And date other people. Why stop? You're not married. Get his money. Since I've worked in a funeral home, have I ever talked to a medium to see the type of spirits that are around you? I need to talk to no medium, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do y'all know how hard it is to get a millionaire in Europe? Keep them. Oh, if you look good and they're old, it's not that hard, baby. Go for the older ones. Huh. You said you got an eating disorder. You keep gaining and losing. You need to go to the med spa. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They got the solution now, girl. They got the solution. I remember a long time ago, I started this channel. Y'all have seen my weight fluctuate up and down if y'all are day ones. I'm telling you. Go get to the bed spa, baby. A super rising Shira. Hi, super rising. Shira, you deserve 2 mil today. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll take it. He said, being a realtor, what advice do you have? Look polished and well put together, and people will buy from you more. Like be extra. Whenever I see a realtor and they're just so polished and put together and just like on top of their game, you people want to give more and do more for people that already appear and seem successful. And because you know what you're doing, you know what you look like, you know what you're talking about. You're very, well put together. So they're going to listen to you more, trust you more, and want to be more loyal to you as a potential buyer than if you were just ugly and frumpy. They wouldn't want to be too loyal to you. They want to be more loyal to attractive realtors than they do to ugly ones that don't put themselves together. Okay. So your attraction, your polished look, how you present yourself is going to get you way more sales. I promise you. You said, I'm a realtor, and this is so true. Exactly. Because that's the only ones I'm going to remember. I'm not even going to remember the other people's name. I'm not going to be loyal to you as a potential buyer if you ugly and frumpy, because I don't trust your taste. I don't trust that you looked over everything and made sure, I got the best deal, because you don't even do that for yourself. You don't even look over yourself to make sure you look at your best. So I know you ain't looking out for me. That's what I'm talking about. You got to look good, because your people judge you on everything. Literally that halo effect that I was talking about, based on how you look. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. How long do you fast for? Oh, y'all are talking to each other. Okay. You said old heads are not the same as 10 years ago. Okay. Well, that's because y'all are going for old heads. Go for old money. Okay. Go for generational wealth. Go to the rich side of town. Get you somebody that is, got some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get up and get dressed and go to the rich side of town. I'm telling you, I was out yesterday. Okay. I was out yesterday. People was just big, like just looking like that. Whatever you want, I got you. Like that. That's how they were looking at like the women in this place, and especially me. You got to get to the rich side of town and just look good. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Get to the rich side of town. Get somewhere where there's men, and the rest will just fall in place. All right. The rest will fall in place, but you got to look. The older they are, the easier it is to get the money. They got it. What do you tell people that say things that looks fake? I'll show them a picture of Kris Jenner, Lindsay Lohan, Martha Stewart. I will show them pictures of every other person that looks didn't fade on. Because if you paid, looks don't fade. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So I will show them their pictures and their before and afters. I say, where it faded at? Get some money. We got the technology today, baby. Looks don't have to fade if you get paid. It says Selma Hayek. Yeah, all of them. Looks don't have to fade if you get paid. Tell them that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said trying to get that gym membership, but it's 30 to 40 minutes across town. Well, maybe while you're working out, because they say when you're working out and your blood is pumping and flowing, you get your best ideas and your brain can think better. Maybe you can figure out a way to get able to move over there. You know what I'm saying? Or closer to it. You can figure out a way how to get closer to moving over there so you don't have to keep driving over there. Okay. Thank you, BB. I appreciate you. You're so sweet. You said you can't afford the weight loss clinic yet? Okay, well, work on that, ma'am. You got to work on that. If you are a certain weight, your insurance might cover it. Like if you're of a certain weight and your health is in danger, your insurance will pay some of it. So look into that. All right, sprinkle. Mm-mm-mm-mm. How can you tell him I want to go out shopping? Tell him. Say, you know what? It's a good day for shopping. Do you want to go? What's something I'm tired of hearing? You mean personal questions or questions from y'all, like about y'all's lives? I'm tired of hearing, but I love him. And do you date for potential? I'm tired of hearing 50-50. I'm tired of the actual issues that enable dust. So that's why I try to help y'all. Because if you want to see extreme, measurable change from one generation to the next, your partner, who you procreate with, who you marry, is the key. Okay. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you caught me at work. I don't work. This is my office. I'm the boss. Uh-huh. Actually, I'm thinking about upgrading. What do y'all think? You keep going to these bars by myself to meet them. Does that look weird? Because I go out every weekend. Every weekend, girl, every day. You need to be out there every day. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's a numbers game. Let me tell y'all a secret. Sorry for moving the screen. The more times you go, the faster it is going to be for you to meet somebody. It's numbers game. The more you go, the faster you're going to meet somebody. If you're spreading it out only to weekends, it's going to take you a long time. I mean, you might meet somebody, but you'll meet someone faster if you do it more often, go out more often. So it just depends. You said, why do looks really matter? For the women, yeah, you get whatever you want. You can get discounts. People will think you're automatically more trustworthy than an ugly person. It, they call that the halo effect. They think you're like, people gravitate towards you more. You're the preference of, like, when people want to do business with someone, they're going to literally choose the more attractive person. Your career and all those other things that are career oriented are going to benefit from it because people want to work with more attractive people. They consider you more successful just by how you look. Okay. So in the workplace, as well as in the dating world, you have an advantage. You said because it represents fertility, intelligence, and survivability. Thank you, Charla. That's true. What matters more, face or body? Face, because that's what you got to face the world with every day. That's what people are going to look at and communicate with. Okay, because they could put a paper bag over your head. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But you can't. You're not going to impress anyone with a paper bag over your head. Think about this. Okay, let's use Nicki Minaj as an example. Her face card never declines. Even if she didn't have her enhancements on her body, she would still be very successful. Okay. Face, definitely. Mm-hmm. I think face card is definitely the number one thing to work on, because you could, like, as long as your face is good, you got time to work on the rest, baby. But your face bad, nobody even gonna look at you. They're not gonna make eye contact with you. They're gonna look away. And if your body is only the only attractive thing on you, they're gonna look at you as an object in an inappropriate way anyway. So you better get that face card working. That makeup on. Makeup. 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 Makeup tutorials. Makeup. Put your makeup on. That's gonna help you. That's gonna help you. All of this. Concealer, foundation, contour, bronzer, blush, mascara, eyeliner, eyebrow pencil, lip liner. Okay, all of it. Put it on. Take care of your skin, definitely. So that you have a nice palette to put your makeup on. Advice for married women, newlyweds. Don't become male-centered. Keep your own personality, keep your own hobbies, keep your own everything. Separate bank accounts. Okay, have him do direct deposit directly into your bank account every month. Okay, and stay cute and keep them chasing, and don't be predictable, and don't become the housemaid. Okay, don't become the domestic servant. Stay looking cute. Stay looking like people will definitely mistake you for single and not some, you know, somebody's tired looking, overworked, underappreciated, wife. Make sure you look like somebody's dream woman instead. The whole point of getting married is to make your life easier. So if that's my advice, make your life as easy as possible. Live your best soft life, and don't be male centered. Stay obsessed with yourself, and that man will stay obsessed with you. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You're a medical esthetician, and if he asked me what I say for a living, what you do, tell him you are the receptionist at a med spa. Lie. They don't need to know that you make money. They don't need to know nothing, because they need to know that they're paying straight from the start. Okay. What does a grown, able-bodied man look like taking the money from a receptionist? You and part-time, exactly. Part-time receptionist too. So you know he ain't gonna get nothing. Do you think that also your teacher can have a crush on an attractive student? You mean like of legal age, like a professor in college and a college student? Perhaps. Do you use washa for lymphatic draining to contour the fibers? I have a little look. I have a little machine that I use. You know how they sell those little apparatuses and stuff now, like the lifting, the little electrical pulses and the vibrational things with the heating and then the light therapy. I use one of those. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So let me see if I can find the link for you. But definitely, you gotta do something. I'll put here go the link, y'all, of what I use. And I use it on the lifting. It's called lifting setting. And the other settings too, but that's the one I use. So it's linked there. Y'all can get it on my TikTok. There you go. So being attractive as a young woman has its benefits too, but make sure that adults don't cross the line. It's like a lot of young women, like especially I did when I was young, when I was 15, I had a lot of issues working because older, grown, able-bodied men were trying to, come on to me, and I was way too young. And I feel like that is a problem. So you need to watch your kids. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Link is broken. Oh shoot, hold on. Let me try it again. Just go to my YouTube. Just go to my TikTok and look through all my videos. Let me see which one it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Dang, I have a lot of videos. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 30, 31. Girl, it's down there. You'll see it. Just let me just give y'all my TikTok account right here. Quampy. It's like down there, girl. I don't know. Here. TikTok account. Here we go. I don't know. Can I do this? Anyway, make it work. I remember what? Yeah. And that's another reason I don't trust men. You don't ever give blind trust to a grown able-bodied man because they will literally try to holler at a 15-year-old. How do I know? Because it happened to me a lot. And they knew my age. Not even that they didn't know. They did know. So that's another reason y'all need to be skeptical of some of these guys out here. So when y'all are saying that all men cheat and some guys are this and some guys are that, yeah, some guys are good and a lot of guys are bad. So get their money. Because you don't know which one yours is because you ain't with them 24/7, baby. Okay? And some of these men were married with children and wives at home. So I don't know what y'all are talking about. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You said why a man thinks that stingy with money can be sexy if he's old and ugly. You got to remind him of his age and his ugliness. Then he'll start coming up off the wallet. You need to be like, how much did a house cost back in your, like, when you were like 20? How much was like gas when you were young? And then he's going to be like, oh, it was this much. Oh, well, you know what? It's way more now. That's why things are more expensive. So you can't like be spending like it's 1975. Like stuff costs money now. Like make them think that they don't think money has like the prices has changed on things. Like, it's really expensive now. It's not a gas is not like 83 cents anymore. So that's why I need the money. Okay, so start reminding them how old they are. They'll fall in line. You said, what's a realistic budget for beauty maintenance? I'm up to $500 a month. Well, it all depends on like what you can do, what you can afford, what you can get for free, what you can write off on your taxes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you own a business, you can write a lot of stuff off on your taxes. If you are, if you work in the beauty industry, you get a lot of free stuff. If you don't, and you're just a regular person, and you got to buy all of your stuff, um, which one is more important to you, beauty or lunch? Sacrifice lunch, baby. You get you a snack and skip lunch. Okay, and just call it intermediate fasting. Is the if you want to make sound bougie. Why a man can be rich and stingy is old and ugly because he thinks that he's the prize. So you got to go find one that thinks you're the prize, who likes you 10 times more. If they don't like you 10 times more, they're not going to spend money on you. If you're their type, if you're their dream woman, if you're the type of woman that they can't believe that they're sitting down talking to, if they just think that they're dreaming, they'll give you money. So you need to be way out of their league. Okay? Way out of their league. Okay? Then they'll give you the money. If you're not way out of their league, they're not going to give you nothing. If he likes you 10 times more, is he always going to pay for everything? Yes, because if he don't, somebody else will. Yes, if he wants to keep you, if he likes you, he's trying to impress you, of course he's going to pay. Why would he allow somebody else to step in his place and reap all the benefits from everything he's already paid and just pick up the slack and keep it? And you know what? No, they're going to give you what you want. They're going to pay for everything because they want you and they don't want no one else to have you either. So they're going to make sure you don't go nowhere else to get what you need. Think about that. Think about it. If a man really, really, really likes you and you ask for something and he can afford it, he's going to give it to you. He's not going to say no because all you're going to do is get mad at him, not give him nothing, not talk to him, not call him. And while you're mad, if some other man is up in your face, you're going to entertain it, aren't you? So he's not going to take that risk. So he's going to give you what you want. Met a guy, lives in NY, you're in LA, he's coming to visit you in 2 weeks, bought you $400 in gifts to hold your interest, wants second back trip. Can I ask for money? Yeah, you should have been asked for money before he even got on a plane. Okay, or before he gets on a plane, you need some money. Sparkle, sparkle. Tell him you need to get something done. Say, I need to have the house clean before you get here. If he's coming to your house, if not, if he's going to a hotel, it's like I need to go get this, and done before you get here, or otherwise I'm not going to be able to see you. Then he'll give you the money. It's like, you know what? I need to get some stuff done before you arrive, and it's kind of expensive, and I don't want to see you until this, is that is done. So now he's going to say, like, look, I already booked my trip. I already got a hotel room. If she doesn't see me because she needs this and that done, then I need to pay for it. Put the financial obstacles in his way from seeing you, and do it the day before the trip. Do it the day before the trip so you know you're going to get it. Okay? Y'all on this channel, I don't really care about religion and stuff. Like I don't focus, like I don't center my life around a man. I don't center my life around religion. I don't center my life around culture. Okay. So all of those things, if y'all are using those things to find men, okay, then a lot of the advice, I mean, some of the advice you can take, but not all of it. Okay. Because I don't consider those things because I'm only about their money. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if they like you 10 times more, they're not going to ask you to do anything that's uncomfortable to you. You get it? If you're dating just for marriage, then yeah, and you're dating to be, and I never understood that. Maybe it's because of my culture, perhaps. Maybe it's because of how I look at things, perhaps. Maybe I saw that religion was a way to control people and not to have living their best lives. So that's probably why I don't center my life around a religion or a man or anything like that. Okay. You said most religions promote the man providing, so use it to your advantage. Exactly. That's the only religious quote you need to talk about. The man provides. That's all I know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Y'all have to understand, like, I don't center my life around those things because it's not beneficial to women most of the time. Mm-hmm. What one thing women should stop doing immediately if they want men to take them seriously as you should take yourself seriously and become obsessed with yourself and always look like you got options and always be out of their league. But always give them a little time. Always talk to them. Always like give them false hope so that they can keep spending. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like a stripper in a strip club. Them men be throwing money at them, thinking one day she might go out with me. One day they be spending their life savings up in the strip club, thinking the girl likes them, and they don't even like them. Just get their money, baby. So, what do you think happens after you die? Well, people are going to fight over your money if you have any. People are going to wait to see if they're in the will or if they're the beneficiary. People are going to be like, who's going to clean the house? What furniture do you want? What do you want to do with the clothes? Oh, I get the jewelry. People are going to be fighting over your possessions unless you have a written will and you will them to whoever. People are going to be like, well, who's the executor of your estate? That's what happened, baby. Some say, what happens to you after you die? People start fighting over your stuff, girl. That's what happened. You got some good stuff. All right. Do you think that giving yourself physical touch makes you not dependent on a man? What do you mean dependent on a man? Girl, I'm not dependent on any man. I just like their money and it's an added bonus. You know what I mean? Stop being male centered. Be obsessed with yourself. Get their money. How many times I got to repeat this? Do not be male centered. Don't become the maid. Get their money, stack your bank account. Okay? We are not their servants. They are there to please and impress. There you go. This is why I don't do religion because it teaches y'all to be subservient servants to men, to take their last name like animals or slaves. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What about a male friend that you roll around with? Is he a rich male friend? Because if he's poor, the answer is absolutely not. You don't want no broke energy on you or in you. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is it possible to gain control of the connection if you rolled around on the mattress right away? Yeah, pretend like it sucked and that you will never want to repeat it again. That way they'll have something to prove to you. Like they'll be like, hey, what's up? Oh, nothing. Why didn't you call? Oh, yeah, I got busy. Oh, like, well, I had fun the other night. Oh, that's good. You got to flip the script right up on them. If you rolled around on the mattress right away, you got to pretend like it was the worst experience ever, so that they want to prove themselves to you again, and then you can start the process all over getting their money. Okay. Some of y'all out here doing too much, rolling around on the mattress for free, and now you want to fix it. That's the only way to fix it: to act like it was terrible, and try and start to ghost them. Be in the process of ghosting the man when he tries to reach out. Be withdrawn with a disappointed sound in your voice. Okay, that way he'd be like, "Well, dang, what happened? What did I do wrong? I need to fix this. I need to prove myself." And then make him start all the process all over. And this time, make him spend money. Okay. Thank you. Good luck. Who said that works you? They desperately want us to like their weak peen. They get obsessed. Obsessive. Yeah, girl. Could have been better. Men will try to do the same thing to women, but it doesn't work that way because it literally comes off more offensive to women coming from a man. Okay. Because they're the ones supposed to be doing all the work. Okay. So this doesn't work. Like Dusty's, if y'all are out here taking notes, this don't work on women. It's more offensive. It works on men though, because they have like an ego and they're supposed to be the one doing all the stuff, So what facial treatments do I recommend for better looking skin? I have like a 7-step skincare routine that I do twice a day. Moisturize, toner, you know, I exfoliate like once a week, if that. Vitamin C, masks, all those things. A lot of self-care. Proper diet. Don't be eating crap that's going to show up on your skin. Okay, and I tell y'all, like if you eat a lot of toxic foods, it's going to show up on your skin. So people treat you how you look, exactly. And you have to be consistent every day, every day. Do I eat meat? Will letting meat go help you look younger? Try it and see. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Try it and see. If you really want to do that experiment, go 1 month and see what you take a before and after picture. If you want to do the experiment. Okay. What to buy on shopping days, whatever you want. Shoot. Make a list before you go so you know exactly what you want. When you get to the store and they're fresh out, have them order it online and have it sent to your house because he's ready to spend. You know how sometimes you go to the store when you're out shopping, they go, oh, we don't have this one in stock, but you can buy it. We can order it for you online. And then you're like, no, that's okay. Like, oh, great. Yeah, thank you. Get all of it. Even if they ain't got it in stock. Make sure they buying it online and sending it to your house. You said, do men still come up to me? What you think? Sprinkle. If you are a man, would you come up to me? What should our baseline look like while at home and our provider is also home? What do you mean? What do you mean your baseline? When you say baseline, I'm thinking about foundation line that you need to blend. So what you talking about? Mm-hmm. Oh, like our image. What can we wear at home? It depends on how long you've been married. You married? How much money is in your bank account? And how you look when you leave your house. So, do you even still care about if he thinks what you look like? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know how long you been married. And it depends on how long you've been married, child. I would say in the first 10 years of my marriage, I looked good all the time. And after I knew that he ain't going nowhere, I started to wear some ugly pajamas sometimes. Some crazy pajamas. Looking crazy. But yeah, I always look good, baby. Because I look good for myself, not him. Like, when I pass a mirror, I don't want to get scared, so I look good for myself. Okay, think about this. If you're a man and you're at home looking at the same woman every day, all day, you stuck in the house. Think about this. I'm gonna give you the scenario. You at home every day, all day, stuck in the house with the same woman or the same man every day. This starting to look good out here. Especially if that woman is in a bonnet looking like who did it and why. When he go out to the gas station to CVS and he sees everybody else looking better than you, and then he comes back home and you sitting there looking like who did it and why, he's gonna be like, dang, why don't you get up and do something with yourself? Why are you looking like this? When he clicks online on the computer and he be like, all these ads pop up and all these women popped up looking cute, and then he turns around and looks at you and goes, wah, wah, wah. When the commercial come on the TV, it is the woman saying, hi, how are you? You can save 15% on your auto insurance. And he look at you and you look like, you girl, yes, look good. If you want them bills paid and you want him to keep chasing and giving you good birthday gifts, you better look good. Because men are visual creatures. First and foremost, they are visual creatures. You don't want them to start seeing you as the help. If you don't want to do a full face of makeup, this is what you do. You get you some lipstick, a color preferably, or some nice juicy plumping gloss. That's a color. You comb them eyebrows. If you ain't got no eyebrows, you draw them eyebrows off. All right. At least do some gloss and some eyebrows. All right. And for your hair, I don't know what your hair looking like. I don't know if you wear bonnets or wigs or what, but make sure your hair just looks decent, even if you got to throw on a wig. Except mascara and lip, something, ma'am, something, so you don't look like who did it and why. Okay. I would just say you don't need to wear the bonnet all day at home if you staying at home with somebody. Make sure your hair look good. All right. Sparkle. Do your hair, do your hair and do minimal makeup if you're gonna stay home. Look like you care about yourself. Just because you work from home don't mean you gotta look like you still in the bed. Okay. Mm-hmm. What's the best thing about being a woman? Mm, having a man do whatever you want. Y'all seen that new AI software where these dusties are turning into like gold digging women and trying to get grandpa's wallet? Y'all seen it? It's all over TikTok and Instagram. Oh my gosh. There's like this, I don't know if he's dusty, but there's this man and he's like saying, "Oh, I'm finna get some of y'all grandpappy's money." And the AI like software, catfishing software, is like him looking like a beautiful woman. And then you can see his little actual video of himself pretending to be that woman. So on screen, on camera, it looks like a real person, but really it's a man behind the face. So be careful. Be careful out there. So even males know beautiful women can get any man's cash. Exactly. So y'all ain't got no excuse to be dusty no more. Y'all can go get on the app and fool these people and get their money too. What do you do for a dusty living? No, what do you do for a living, Dusty? Oh, I'm a gold digger. AI online catfish gold digger. That's what they're gonna be. They want to be women so bad, AI will allow it. But remember, you're still a man underneath it all, so you still gotta get your money up. Like, I'm serious. It's terrible. Let me see if I. Let me see if I can find the video. Okay.
Yo, somebody granddaddy is getting tricked with this software right here.
Yep. And grandma is not safe either. Grandma is not safe. It's Mr. Johnny. It's him.
Yeah, Dusty's in the comments. We're searching real hard for that software right now. Oh, be careful, guys. Don't be doing that online dating. Don't be doing that FaceTiming. I better meet in real life. You say you need an OnlyFans doing using AI. Some of them dusties gonna be on OnlyFans now on the AI catfish. Gonna be hilarious. You said a man always talked about me behind my back, and I always find out. Why do you think men talk all the time bad about a woman? Because they want to be a woman. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Think about it. You ain't talking about them because you don't care enough. They always talking about you. It's either they're jealous or they want to be you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said these old men don't even care if these AI models are real or not, and they still send the money. Girl, there's no excuses anymore. That's just go get you an AI catfish software and get this money, and then come give it to the real one. Okay. You could help us too. Help us gold dig too and bring us the money. Since y'all want to be women so bad, let's get these grandpa's wallets together. Ah. Okay, thank you. That's not how a man makes money, only little boys. Okay, well, either way, y'all gonna be dealing with Dusty. At least let them have a little part-time gig. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said an android robot woman will do 5-star meals every day. Can you afford a woman that's a robot? Can you afford a robot? Is your robot gonna get repossessed after the 3rd month? Like, what's gonna happen? If you finance it, can you afford a robot? At least then they will be playing with each other, not women. Exactly. Oh. Okay. Thoughts on a man asking you where you want to go on the first date instead of planning. Name somewhere very expensive. You know, I've always wanted to go on a helicopter ride. Can you make it happen? Oh, well, I was thinking more. Then they'll start to plan it. Okay. They'll start to plan it as soon as you say something crazy. I'm like, oh, I was thinking more of a such and such. I said, oh, well, why don't you go ahead and plan it then? Make some reservations. Okay. Talking to a man on on dating app and sent him a pic of a broken curtain rod from Google. He sent me $100 to fix it. Are you proud of me, Shira? Yes, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. you funny. A curtain rod? That's very creative. Yeah, I'm proud of the creativity behind it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Way to think outside the box. Yep. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the idea as well as you getting some money out of it. So very original. Okay. He said, oh, my curtain rod. Whatever will I do? Exactly. That's why it's best to go outside. Yeah, because y'all could be talking to AI for real. Go outside. There's no filters on the outside. You can see people's cars. You can see their shoes. You can see everything. Their car keys. If you can't see their car. Your pretty people at work claim you're bougie, mean, but I just have a resting bee face. When I do try to speak, I get ignored. Is it mind games? Why keep trying? Okay, so well, if you have resting face, you have to be aware of that, and you are. So when you get around people, you need to put on a smile or a smirk, either one. Because resting face looks like you're mad. It doesn't, and it gives off negativity. So you gotta fake smile, baby. You gotta fake smile. If you can't put all the energy into smiling, have a smirk. All right. Let's see, resting face looks like this. Looks like you're judging them. Looks like you're mad all the time. It's not good. 50-year-old sent you a link to buy a ticket for an event he's having. I sent him a link of what I want, wanting to see if he replies. Good for you, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let's see what he do. Let me know. Hopefully he gets you what you want. You're going to singles mixer, is going to a singles mixer, pick Misha. I was invited. As long as the people are old and got money. Is this regular people your own age? Yeah, it's pick Misha then, girl. Sprinkle. Is it in a rich part of town? Is it in a rich area? Is it exclusive? You know, is dust going to show up? If it's rich people and they're older and it's on the nice part of town, I mean, go have fun. At least it's real life. But no, not if everybody of every age range, of every broke, mindset is welcome. No, don't go. Beauty question. Best nail glue as to not to destroy actual nail bed. I used to go to salon. Okay, it's linked in my description. It's linked in my description bar. First link, baby. First link of the description bar has all the beauty products that I recommend. I'll give it to you again. The glue is in there too. Here you go. I'm gonna link it here. Just scroll down until you see it, baby. There's lots of products in there. All the products I love and use are in this link right here. Even what you're asking for, it's in there. Okay. And it's also the first link in the description bar. Sure, I told someone I met, that your car was someone you met online that your car was broke down. And he said, I can wait until we meet. What? You can wait until we meet to ask for money, and I don't want to meet him. Okay, well then find somebody else, girl. I don't know why y'all online anyway. It's like, okay, well, if we ever meet, if I ever get my car fixed, I won't need it then. I won't really need it then. I will tell him that. Say, if I ever get my car fixed, I really won't need to meet you for the money. But thank you anyway. Like, be nice with it. It's like, well, thank you anyway. I mean, that was really sweet because most men these days, they're like, they don't even want to help. But it was so sweet and kind. Let me tell you how to flip the script. It was so sweet and kind for you to even offer to give me the money. But, I really appreciate it. You're so kind and sweet. I wish we could meet. But you see, until I get my car fixed, I'm not really going anywhere because I have this weird thing where I'm fixated on a problem. And if I don't solve it, I don't really do too much else until it's solved. So I really need to figure this out. But thank you so much. You are so sweet. I'll talk to you later, though. Oh, bye. Then they're going to reconsider and send you something. Then you can say, well, I already have enough saved up. I just need this much more. I already answered these questions. Hold on, let me see. You're pretty people. Okay, I already wrote right there. Talking to a man, and I already read all these. He taking you shopping today? Get everything you want. All right, I already answered your question. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, get all the stuff you see, girl. On all the stuff that I use, all the stuff that I actually use. The stuff that's on the top of the beauty items I suggest list is the current stuff that I'm using. And the further you go down on that list, the stuff that I've used already in the past, new stuff I discover, I continue to add it to my beauty supplies that I suggest list right here. Beauty products I use, I continuously add on it currently. So the stuff at the top is current of what I'm using. So when you look at me and you're like, I wonder what she's using, the stuff at the top of the products the beauty products I suggest list, you can also buy it because it's just Amazon. That's what I'm currently using. So everything is up to date. I always add to it every time I talk about something or add something to the product list. That's what I'm using. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Charla. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Everything I'm using is on this list. Click on it and shop, baby. Click on this and shop. Everything I'm using on that list. As far as skincare and makeup, yes. The closer you get to the top, the more current the list is, okay? So, thank you, girl. Do looks really matter on a 19-year-old? Yes, girl. You're 19 years old? You better look good. What 19-year-old walking around looking stupid and crazy and looking like who did it and why, not taking advantage of their youth and looking good? Y'all better look good. When I was 19, I looked good. Okay. Entitled is a compliment because you know your value. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If more women were entitled, there'd be less dusties. Mm-hmm. Can someone ever call you a scammer for asking for money? No, because it's their free will to give it, darling. If you say, I need some money, I love shopping, I'm a gold digger, and they give you some money, there's nothing wrong with that. It's the free will. They want to impress you, they like you, they want you to stick around, they're gonna give you what you want. If you're obsessed with money, you like money, that's how they're gonna get to impress you. So that's what I say. I like money, I like shopping, I like jewelry, I like flowers, I like nice things. I love perfume, I collect perfume. Here's my wish list. Hope you like it. Here's my Cash App on the screen. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, if you say things like, can you lend me money? Like a pygmisha? Or I'll pay you back. Like a dumb pygmisha. If you say those dumb things and you don't pay them back. If you promise them something, oh, I promise I'll do this. Instead of not sure, we'll see. Yeah, it sounds like you're trying to scam them. But if you are open and honest about who you are and what you like and allow them the option and the choice to do what they want to do out of their own free will, then no, it's not. Because men want to impress women regardless since the beginning of time. And the best way to do that nowadays is money. Okay? But see, some of y'all are dumb and out here taking loans and trying to pay people back that you promised to pay back because they don't even like you enough to just give you the money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You say he's coming to your country to see you. He stopped sending you money after I asked him 2 times tips to make him send me some more money like he used to. Okay. Okay. Well, the day before he travels, like I said, tell him you need this much money, or however much you need, and say, I don't know if I'm going to be able to see you if I don't get such and such done, and I need the money to get it done. And say, I don't know if I'm going to have the time to see you when you get here unless these problems are taken care of, and this is how much they cost to take care of. The day before or the morning of his travel, hit him with that. And if he don't send you no money, you don't meet him. Let him come all the way to another country and ghost that fool. Why? Because you told him what you needed. You told him what it was going to take to free up your time. But he didn't remove the obstacle. Therefore, he's traveled for nothing. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Say I have to. Say you have to watch Aunt Ethel, and if you pay someone else to do it, then you'll be free for a few days. But if you ain't free for a few days, you can't go nowhere because you got to watch Aunt Ethel. So he need to pay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I gotta go in a little while, y'all. Provider but complaining. Collect and don't care. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He need to just find some more ways to get some money if he complaining. Okay, tell him that energy can be used to make more money instead of complaining. He better be glad he got somebody to take his money and money to spend on, because he could be sitting there by himself, with himself, playing with himself. 35, just me and your cat, no dust inside. Feels like 25 again, but wiser and more time and brain to sprinkle and self-obsessed. Thank you, Shira. Thank you, Michelle. Okay, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Well, I'm glad you're living your best life. Looks matter to women. We don't care what y'all look like as long as y'all money look good. Looks matter in women, yes, because men are visual creatures. Okay. And you can get their money easier. That's why they got this AI software for Dusties to use now to get them grandpa's pockets too. They don't go on there and make themselves look like better looking men. They go and totally change themselves into a woman. So that's how I know they mad jealous. All right. He said it's hard to listen to them when they complaining. Exactly. I don't listen to negativity. If you ain't got nothing positive to say, I don't hear what you say anyway. I'm thinking of stuff that you could keep buy in the future. Okay. So you have more stuff to complain about to yourself with. All right. You got more. He's just complaining to himself because you ain't even listening. He said advice on starting a YouTube channel. Just do it. Don't worry about it. It don't have to be perfect. Just be consistent. And eventually you'll figure it out over time. Consistency is the key. And look good when you get on the screen. Or put yourself together when you get on the screen. Don't come over here with a bonnet and no makeup on, talking to people all across the globe and the aliens picking up on it and passing up Earth. You know what I'm saying? If the aliens was flying over Earth and they had their, satellite going to pick up images and you broadcast it on YouTube in a bonnet with no makeup on, they passing the Earth by quick. Okay? Give them something to land for. Look good, man. People click on your screen when you look good. Thumbnails matter. Thumbnail pics matter. Okay. Since you're married, what advice would you share for the married women if you had any? Never ever become male-centered ever. Keep your own life. Keep your own plans. Do things by yourself sometimes. Don't become 100% all up under him. He is the provider. He's not everything. Okay. He's your provider and your protector. Y'all can be friends. Y'all can have all the things in common, raise the kids, make sure he's a good dad. But don't lose yourself in that marriage and don't become the maid or the housekeeper or the cook, or only the cook. Don't become a subservient. Okay? Sprinkle. That's my best advice on anybody that's getting married. And don't ever let them think that they got you 100%. Make sure that they always have some type of chase in them where you're not always like predictable. They still got to impress you. They still got to do the most, Look good enough to where when you leave your house every day, they worry a little bit about if some man is going to approach you. You know what I'm saying? Stay cute. Okay. Mm-hmm. Have I had work done? I just have my lips. I just have lip filler. Okay. If y'all go back for 12 years, 13 years on my YouTube, I'm very consistent. I literally went live every day or at least 4 or 5 days a week since 13 to 12 years. So I never have time to have no work done. Okay. And those are my day ones. I already know. I've been here doing this forever. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And I go live. So there's no, uploaded content to last a couple of months. I go live. I answer y'all's questions. I'm interactive. What he should be scared of potentially losing you. Facts. Yeah. He should be potentially scared of potentially losing you. Sorry. Yes. When you leave the house. I don't need fillers. I'm fat. I have baby cheeks. I have fat baby cheeks. That's just fat, baby. You see? That's just good eating. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank y'all. And also, y'all, I use like glowy skin products. That's also gives you that skin-like appearance. You got to use highlighter, dewy, glowy stuff. Everything you put on your skin should have like some type of glow. And it gives you the dewy, glowy skin. And all the products that I've been using is here. I'm going to link it again. Definitely get your glowy skin products. And also your skincare will also make your skin look glowy. Glass skin. Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said my skin looks nicer because it's thick. Yeah, girl, my skin thick. I gotta go in a few minutes. Who is this person? All right, I gotta pack up my stuff and get to going. But yeah, take care of your skin. Very important. You said you use oils, as you said. My skin is glowy. Yeah, girl. Slather yourself up every night, every day. Slather it all. Layers. Do too much when it comes to skincare. Yeah, there you go. Layers. You say he's saying he wants to spoil you now, and he's not sure because I sound materialistic. What should I say? It's like, you know what? When you figure it out, then let me know, babe. Dismiss him quickly, like he doesn't have any money. It's like, you know what? When you figure out what you want, let me know. Dismissed. Like, you don't got time to mess with that. You don't mess with brokenness. You're not negotiating with brokenness. Goodbye. You are materialistic. He guessed right. Now, if he can't do what you need him to do, why is he even there in your face? If he knows you're materialistic and he ain't got no materials, what he doing up in your face? It's like, you know, you're right. I don't really need to deal with people that have questions about the lifestyle that I'm used to. So if you can't do it, you can't do it. Goodbye. Next. If you sit there and negotiate your lifestyle and try to explain something to somebody, then you're leveling down to the broke conversation that they're trying to have with you, and you're just not going to do that. Don't do that. You know what? If you figure out what you want, let me know. I don't really have time for this right now. They'll be right back in them DMs talking about, well, what is it that you want? Well, what is it I can do? Well, it's just this and it's just that. It's like, it's Cash App link, shopping link, wish list link. If they keep talking and without giving you nothing, block. Okay? Because they're obviously not going to do it. There's nothing that they can do or say to impress you except do what you need them to do. Right? They understand that. There's nothing that they can do except do what you want. If you could have any other guy and they're going to give you money and they're going to do this, and what makes them special? What makes them any different? They need to come correct, or they need to leave you alone. See, stop negotiating with men who are trying to bring down your standards. Dismiss them quick. That way they know you're serious. And if they ever want to talk to you again, they got to come with that money. They're not coming back in the conversation or in the DMs to convince you to give them a chance. They're coming back with money. Okay? Y'all need to get it together and stop negotiating. Stop negotiating with your standards. Just tell him what it is. If he can't reach it, keep sending him the Cash App links, the wish list links. If he starts to talk about all this kind of crazy stuff, block him. Okay? Tell him you ain't got time for his brokenness. And goodbye. I only deal with a certain caliber man, and you obviously ain't it. Goodbye. Done. Then he's going to feel inadequate, as if he couldn't reach the standards that other men obviously are able to reach. The ones that you deal with, he's going to say, well, I'm not good enough. Then when he comes back, somehow, some way, he's going to come back with some money. Okay? Or he's going to leave you alone. Day 1, relationship in the spiritual channel, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, thank you, Hope Pryor. Whatever that meant, but thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What to say? He just asked, what does one have to do with what does one have to do to be your man? They got to become one with my bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him you need to feel secure and safe financially. That means he need to take over the bills. He need to pay something. He need to give you some money. So you could say it in a nicer way. Well, before I claim any man, I make sure that he's the provider type and that he's really into me, which means he's going to invest in me in every way, even financially. He's going to make sure I don't, have to suffer, or he's going to make sure I have everything I need and doesn't have to ask anyone else for anything. That's what you need to tell him. If he can't do it, he's not going to do it. If that's what you want. If you want a provider, you need to use those words. And they can't be talking about it. They actually have to be about it, which is why you need to first ask them to prove it by asking them for something, putting a financial obstacle in the way that they must remove. Okay, that's it. They want to be with you, they're gonna do it because they know that's what it takes. They know you ain't finna mess with nobody broke. If they got the money, they're gonna use it in the correct way to impress you. They don't have it, they're gonna try to make up an excuse why you should lower your standards. And then when you don't lower your standards, they're gonna go find the money if they really want you, or they're gonna leave you alone because they can't afford you. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you think about incel? I don't even know what that is. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do we protect our growing investments? By creating a business. There's ways, you know what? You should ask a financial advisor about that or your banker. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Elixirs. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ask your banker, baby. They'll tell you. Mm-hmm. You said NADS, the NAD. I also get the injection for NAD, and there's also supplements you can take. I think I have them linked. I'm not sure if they're linked here or not. They might be. If not, just any good one. Okay. And a lot of times they sell it at the med spas, or you can buy some online. Just read the reviews. Okay. I'm about to go, y'all. But thank y'all so much. If y'all are interested, all my links are in the description bar under the video. Make sure y'all are subscribed. I'll see y'all soon. Thank y'all, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all. I'll be live probably later on TikTok or something. I don't know. Later. Mm-hmm. He said he loves me, but he lets me go. Well, he don't love you then. He lied. He should have been paying your bills. All right. You said incels are men that do what? That can't get cat ultra dusty. Okay, well, I call them just dusty. Super dust. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. See y'all later. Bye.